Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the ENMY set of 60 acrylic paint markers. A massive thank you to ENMY for sending me this pretty awesome set, which is not a word that I throw around lightly here on the channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. The ENMY acrylic markers arrived very well sealed, ensuring safer delivery. I always appreciate when a delivery box features the company's logo. Other brands often arrive in plain cardboard boxes. However, that was not the case here. While it may just be cardboard, as a brand, I value attention to detail, and ENMY presented anything but basic here. The case is unlike anything that I've seen before from other brands, and I really appreciate the classic black design with the ENMY logo. The matte finish enhances the presentation, especially since many creatives share their artwork on social media these days. A highly reflective surface wouldn't be as readable, particularly on camera. Very nice matte exterior, very clean presentation, which is very telling of the quality of the set. Upon opening the set, we are presented with a spectacular array of colours. A 10 out of 10 on presentation. Included are the swatch card and clear labels with the colour codes on. You can place these around the bottom of the acrylic markers or on the caps for further identification. The swatch card is exceptionally well presented, showcasing a strong emphasis on quality that truly stands out. Working with acrylic markers and sets every day, it becomes very apparent over time what stands out from being just your standard good quality to great quality, and ENMY was pretty much ticking all of the right boxes here. Always ensure to shake the markers well before use. The acrylic markers are quieter when shaken than some other brands that I've utilised in the past. For example, Posca are a lot more louder when shaken. Let's take a closer look at the ink chamber. This allows for smoother, consistent control. Ink will not clog or leak. Always ensure that the cap clicks back on after use. Colour codes are also on the top of the caps. Colours all swatched out, and they are incredibly vibrant and opaque. Compared to many other brands, the colours of the cap showed a remarkable consistency with those on the accompanying swatch card. This consistency not only makes the colours more easily distinguishable, but also improves the overall painting experience. The colours are more identifiable. The caps match the ink, which is quite rare since other brands often have inconsistent colour representation between the caps and the ink swatches. When the colours are contained within the set, the tops of the caps are not visible, and this is where the transparent stickers come in very handy, as they have the codes on them so that we can identify the markers whilst they're positioned in their placements inside of the case. The acrylic markers are recommended for students aged 15 and above, as well as adults, as they are not suitable for children. Upon further inspection of the back of the marker case, we can observe the colours which are provided for reference. A closer look reveals additional information. The box clarifies that there are 3 professional skin tones and 2 shadow colours for skin variations. I swatched and tested these variations, which I immediately recognised as skin tones. I also experimented with colours and different blends to better understand the markers and become more accustomed to them. The colours that I instantly gravitated towards in this set of 60 acrylic markers, in particular for anime characters and skin tones, are E1, E2, E3, DE1, DE2, BR1, BR5, BR3, B4, BR2 and R2. The Y3, R4 and R5 I recommend for the cheeks on your characters and portraits also. The R4 and R5 come in handy for rosy cheeks and blushing cheeks as well. The acrylic markers are also suitable for working on multiple surfaces. You can use them on glass, wood, stone and cotton canvas. After blending two or more colours together, swatch the cross-contaminated markers to the side, preferably on a spare piece of paper, and the markers will perform just as good as new. It's much simpler to achieve cleaner blends this way. The white does not disappoint in opacity. I recommend 2 layers when painting on a darker surface or darker undercolour. Before diving into my personal experience with using the markers, I start by roughing out my sketch. In today's video, I'll be focusing on painting Rebecca, one of the standout characters from Cyberpunk's Edgerunners. Her unique design, characterised by sharp wit, extremely unpredictable personality, and her vibrant and futuristic look, meant for an awesome opportunity to explore the different colours with ENMY's 60 set of acrylic markers. Plus, I've been really wanting an excuse to paint Rebecca in my own style for quite some time.
I'm Rebecca. I hear you're joining up with Maine's crew.
Maybe. Is carbonated?
Cheers!
ENMY claims that the acrylic markers have the ink capacity and equivalent of up to 3 regular markers. I can confirm that after just one shake of each individual marker that I was utilising, I was able to fill large areas of Rebecca. I was able to fill larger areas quite vigorously and consistently without needing to shake the ink markers again, and there were no signs of the ink drying out when working. For artists who are deeply committed to their craft, these markers present an exceptional opportunity to achieve professional quality results, and they significantly enhance the vibrancy and depth of artworks. Upon my initial interaction with them, I experienced a mix of excitement and apprehension due to the marker's stunning visual appeal. So straight from the get-go of opening the set, my expectations were set up way high, and they did not disappoint. So in a relatively polite way, what I'm trying to say here is that if you don't mind investing a little extra moolah into your creativity, these are well worth the purchase. The markers are most certainly more high-end quality. ENMY is China's first brand that selects colours based on real artworks. I asked ENMY to tell me a little bit more about this and elaborate further, and this is what they had to say. The team responsible for developing the markers conducted an analysis of over 1,000 of the most popular artworks across various online platforms. Based on the most frequently occurring colours, they created a unique and well-balanced colour system. The idea behind this is that if an artwork is popular, it means it is visually appealing and the colour combinations are effective. Each colour spectrum, green, violet, red, etc., includes shades designed both for highlights and shadows, allowing artists to achieve realistic depth and volume in their work. Furthermore, all colours are harmonised and blend beautifully with one another, making it easy to create layered, bright and expressive artworks. Coverage lays out evenly. Now the acrylic markers are water-based, so you can wash the ink off your hands and workspace with ease. sketchbook I'm working in here is the Ohuhu A4 hardcover 200 GSM, which is a very versatile sketchbook I find, because you can use most mediums on the pages. I wouldn't recommend using watercolour however. The pages are a very cold ice white, and I much prefer the crisp ice white for illustrative pieces like this, as it really throws the colours straight off the pages. And I always like how the acrylic markers look on the Ohuhu marker paper. The sketchbook is mainly meant for alcohol markers, but I actually adore a majority of dry and semi-dry mediums in the sketchbook too. The ENMY markers as well, they don't bleed through the paper, and you can use the markers in pretty much any and all sketchbooks. Now I always have to scratch that itch mid-process of wanting to incorporate a lot of other mediums to make the work feel more extra dimensional, something I mention a lot here on the channel. There was no need for that when working with these acrylic markers however, so all I needed in addition to my process here was a black fine liner, mainly for the character's eyes and jawline. I left the rest of the piece pretty much untouched because the colours of the acrylic markers were pretty much speaking for themselves on the page at this point. The markers dried to a clean, opaque matte finish. It wasn't a necessity for me to add any other mediums here. So this brings me to the end of yet another video, folks. As always, don't forget to smash that like button, hit that notification bell for any and all future updates and videos and uploads. If you're new here and made it through to the end of today's video, don't forget to subscribe. You are all awesome, and that all really does help me continue to make these types of videos for you guys. Massive shout out once again to today's sponsor, ENMY. Thank you so much for sending me these acrylic markers to try and test out for you all. As always, remember to stay creative, and until next time, bye.
Be seeing you around then. Bye-bye.